My name is the Demon Johnny V, owner, founder, world champion of EWCW. But you already knew that. Yeah, I know that was a cheap, shameless plug from the Alberto Del Taco character we all know and hate. This message is from Mike Huston, and I really want you to listen, Mike. I've seen your matches in FYW, and the respect I get for you, or I give to you, quite frankly, I don't think is enough. You're one hell of a competitor in the ring, and I've seen it. Everything you do in that ring, you put yourself in harm's way. You literally put yourself in harm's way. It doesn't matter what match it's going to be. You do it, and you do it right every time. I give you credit. I give you props, and I think that if you decide to do what I'm about to tell you, or what I'm about to offer to you, you won't say no. The challenge is pretty simple. We'll come up with a day. We'll come up with a place. You and me one-on-one in a match. FYW versus EWCW. Personally, I think it would be one hell of a match, and we'll give the fans out there in the wrestling world what they want. Two people that have respect for each other. Like I have respect for you, and I have respect for Stinger. I'm still waiting for him. Still waiting for his response. Knowing how that would work, we would also have one hell of a match. But I digress. You and me, one-on-one, would be one of the best matches of my career. You know, I've been world champion in my company for several months now. Winning at Annihilation, defending it all this time. Of course, I've won all the titles except for the Extreme and the Women's, because we don't have a women's company just yet. And the Extreme, well, haven't actually gone for that. Nor have I ever been a lightweight to go for that title when we had it. But like I mentioned, I digress. I've been world champion, I've been intercontinental. I know you've been doing a lot in the company too. I'm pretty sure you've been world champion several times, tag team, intercontinental, whatever you got in FYW. You've been there. You've exceeded the limit. Come on, not to be mean to the guy, but Kurt Johnson, not Kurt Johnson, but the Brahma Bull. Kurt Johnson, I should say. Calls himself the most electrifying man in all of FYW. That's a lie. That's you, kid. Mike Huston, it's you. Because you put yourself out there, you give yourself to the fans, and the fans say, I like that. I try to myself, and the fans like it too. Come on, the Demon of EW, the owner and the founder, going one-on-one against you, Mike. That's what I want. Don't you think we should give the fans what they really deserve? Don't you think for 1 second we should bring the fans the best wrestling they've ever seen in the history of professional wrestling? I think so. Time is definitely ticking on this, Mike. I'm only going to offer this for a limited time, my friend. Pretty sure you'll make the right decision and take it. Because knowing how it's going to end, we will have the best match in the history of matches. One more thing before I go, and Mike, you can deliver the message yourself if you need to. It's about somebody else you have in that company by the name of Christian. He thinks he can run the new breed. Apparently, he has his head too far up his ass to know how to run it. I'm pretty sure, without a shadow of a doubt, I can run the new breed better than anybody else. No offense to you, Mike, but I'm pretty sure I can run it. I ran my union for several years in New York, and I started to up here. Everybody knows the Union of Souls is one of the most dominating factions in the history of EWCW. You fuck with them, you're gonna get hurt. And I think Christian, with what I just seen him do to Stinger over the past couple weeks and all the crap he's been doing, he's not even fit to run the new breed. So Mike, when I'm done having the greatest match with you, I'm coming for you, Christian, to decimate you in the new breed. well, actually, not the new breed. I'm just going to come to decimate you and take over the new breed and tell Stinger how awesome he is and every superstar in the new breed what they need to hear, which is what I think, which a lot of it is pretty kick-ass. Christian, you've been warned. And Mike, you've been challenged, man. I give you respect, man. Get me up.